Om. Om. Sitaram Pranam, everybody. Once again, as we revert to the feet of Bhagavan Mahavira, to dedicate our mind and thoughts in the form of Sundar Kand Katha, we are thankful once again for this wonderful family. Bhagavan, as we revert our mind, our thoughts, and our action, permit us once again to come closer to you to seek thy grace and thy blessing. Ekadantaya vidamahi vakratundaya dhimahi tanno danti prachodayat. Om sahana bhavatu sahanau bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahe tejasvinavaritamastु ma vidvishavahe. Ganga yamuna chaiva godavari saraswati narmade sindhu kaveri jalyashminin saninidhim kuru. Om apavitro pavitravaha sarveva stangatopiva smaretra pundarikakshanam sarvabhaya taram suchi. Pratavi tvaya drita lokadevi tvam vishnuna drita tvam chadama devi pavritam kurucha asanam. Om Hanumate Rudratmakaya Om Fata. Om Hastanam Prakshadanam Samarapayami Shri Govindaya Namo Namah. We sip water 3 times. Om Keshavi Namah Swaha. Om Madhavaya Namah Swaha. Om Naranaya Namah Swaha. Om Astanam Prakshadanam Samarapayami Shri Govindaya Namah. Om Kushpanti Brahma Vishnu Kushpanti Janadaram Kusha Aga Sarvatu Kushpanti Janadanam. Water in your left hand as we touch our respective limbs this moment, seeking Bhagavan's kripa, Bhagavan's mercy, His dayalu, His compassionateness to the divine lips. Om Vangmyasi Astu. Nostril. Om Nasur Me Prana Astu. Eyes. Om Akshur Me Chakshurastu. Ear. Om Karno Me Srotamastu. Shoulders. Om Bahur Me Valamastu. Our throat. Om Kanta Me Nabhamastu. Our heart. Om Hriday Me Nabhamastu. Our navel. Om Nabhi Me Nabhamastu. Thighs. Om Urjo Me Urjo Ashtu. Our head. Om Shirasada Vamastu. All of our body. Om Arishtani Me Anganami तनुस्तन्वामि सहसन्तु श्रीकन्दितं चन्दितं वन्दितं नित्यं पावृतं पापनाशनम् आपरमर्ते नित्यं लक्ष्मीवस्तु सर्वदा। ओम। तो गजानंद भगवान, हे Ganesh Baba, once again, O Lord, we refer our mind, our thoughts, and our action to you. May you please allow our mind to be focused as we concentrate for the next few moments. Lead in all your bhakta and bhaktins on the path of protection to aid our mind, our thoughts, and our actions. Om Ganadipam Namaskrityam Pitamaham Vishnu Rudram Shiram Devam Vande Bhakta Saraswatim Snanatadipam Namaskritya Grahanatam Nishakaram Dharne Garbhashambhutam Shashi Putram Brihaspatim Daityachari Namaskrityam Surya Putram Mahagranam Rahuvam Ketavam Namaskritya Yagyarambe Visheshtata Yagyarambe Visheshtata. Offer your flowers to Ganesh. Om Gham Ganaripataya Namah. Yena bandhu baliraja Danavindu Mahabala Ena Kamani Bandhuma Rakshama Shalama Shalma Yena bandhu baliraja Danavindro Mahabala Kena Tvamani Bandhuma Rakshama Shalma Shalma Shri Manama Ganadipataya Namah. Our mind and thoughts to Bhagavan, seeking Bhagavan's kripa and his mercy. Om Vishnur 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 Namaha Paramatmane Shri Purana Purushottamaggyaya Parmeshwaraya Agyaya Brahmane Dvitraya Shri Shivarna Kalpe Vaivashmanvantare Ashtavinshatitme Kalyuge Kalipratam Charne Amoka Deshme Kyanida Adeshme Shri Vikram Shake Bhaudavartame Vartaman Samvatsa Mariti Shri Sakalanamasya Amoka Kanye Surya Utanarayanamasya Amoka Mase Chaitramase Iti Shri Amoka Pakshme Krishna Shukla Krishna Pakshme Amoka Tito Dvitya Atito Amoka Nakshatra Swati Nakshatra Amoka Rasi Tula Rasi Amoka Yoga Namasya Harshana Yoga Namasya Amoka Karana Garaja Karana Amasya Iti Shri Iti Sakala Namasya Yatma Namasya Dharmavatna Namasya Saptabari Dharmavatni Namasya Putri Putra Sarva Palivar Namasya Sahare Palivaram Namasya Mahalakshmi Narayan Sabko Bhakt और भक्तिन में इति श्री हनुमान स्वामी प्रीत्यर्थम सुंदरकांत कट्ठाग्रहाणं सर्वदेवानुमुत्यं अम्बे अम्बालिका रेव गणपति गौरी गणेश कलसा कुंभरेवता इति श्री सूर्यदेवता नवग्रह देवता ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव शंकर भगवान पूजग्रहाणं धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थम संकल्पम अहं कर्क्षते। ओम हनुमते रुद्रात्मकाय ओम पत ओम हनुमताय नमः। ओम स्वस्ति वाचन। Prayers of invitation to our Devatas and Devi. They be in the third session of adoration to Bhagavan in the various manifestations. And once again we chant prayers seeking His mercy, His compassionateness, His dayalu. May He continue to stay in that kalasa, in this world, in our world. Om Swasti na Indro Vridashtava Swasti na Pusha Vishwaveda Swasti na Starikshu Arishtanime Swasti nam Brihaspatirradhatu Om Payam Pritavyam Payavosha Disho Payu Divyantarikshe Payoda Sadramastu Pradishe Santu Maham. Om Vishnuratamasi Vishnu Stapnastru Vishnu Surasi Vishnu Drovasi Vishnavemasi Vishnave Tagavat. Om Agani Devata Vato Devata Suryo Devata Chandrama Devata Vasavo Devata Rudra Devata Ditya Devata Marutru Devata Vishwadeva Devata Brihaspatir Devata Indro Devata Varno Devata Pitra Devata Kula Devata. Om Dhyau Shanti Antariksha Gham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Da Apa Shanti Oshadaya Shanti Vanaswati Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagn Shanti Shanti Deva Shanti Sama Shanti Riddhi. Om Vishwani Deva Savitara Durtani Parasuva Yadbhadram Tana Asuva. Om Ima Rudre Tavasa Kaparadine Kashada Vidai Prabhara Mahamatit Yatasam Shwadvipati Chatuspate Krahamin Asmanin Aturam. Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Gam Havamai Priyanantva Priyapati Gam Havamai Vasumamam Aham Jani Garbara. Om Sumukudham Tashkapiloka Gajakarnaka Lambodarascha Viktu Viganashanu Dhumraketu Gajana Daksho Bhalachandro Gajanana Dwara Shaitani Namami Ye Pati Chino Yarapati Vidyarambe Vivashahe Niragame Tattaha Samgrahame Samkate Chaiva Vignashana Jayate. Shriman Mahaganadipataya Namaha Vani Hiranyagayebhyam Namaha Matri Pitri Charanakamlabhyo Namaha Shtan Devatabhyo Namaha Nagara Devatabhyo Namaha Dasdigapal Devatabhyo Namaha Kripal Devatabhyo Namaha Atmakul Devatabhyo Namaha Sarvamangala Devatabhyo Namaha Adibhyo Devibhyo Shri Man Mahaganadipataya Namaha. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sah. Hanumataya Namaha.
नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदा शिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदा शिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदा शिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदा शिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। पार्वती शंकर गंगज तादर करुणा शंकर ओम। पार्वती शंकर गंगज तादर करुणा शंकर ओम। नीलकंठ दैर अखिलेश्वर दैर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदा शिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदा शिव ओम। जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर ओम। जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदाशिव जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओम जय शिव शंकर ओम जय शिव शंकर ओम
बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम
बोलो राम
बोलो राम
बोलो राम बोलो राम
जन्म सफल होगा रे बंदे सफल होगा रे बंदे मन में राम बसा ले मन में राम बसा ले बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम बोलो राम
जन्म सफल होगा रे बंदे जन्म सफल होगा रे बंदे मन में राम बसा ले मन में
राम बसा ले
बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
हे राम नाम के मोती को सांसों की माला बना ले मन में राम बसा ले बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
हे राम पतित पवन करुणा कर हे राम पतित पवन करुणा कर और सदा सुख दाता हे राम पतित पवन करुणा कर और सदा सुख दाता सरस सुहन अति मन भावा राम से प्रीत लगा ले मन में राम बसा ले बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
जन्म सफल होगा रे बंदे सफल होगा रे बंदे मन में राम बसा ले
मन में राम बसा ले
बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम बोलो राम
जय जय
तेहि हरो हनुमाना महाप्रभु जो कछु संकट होए हमारो कौन सुसंकट मोर गरीब को जो तुमसे नहीं चाहत है ठारो। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। तन में तुम्हारी शक्ति विराजे मन पति से दीना। तन में तुम्हारी शक्ति विराजे मन पति से दीना। जो जन तुम्हारे शरण में आए, जो जन तुम्हारे शरण में आए, दुख दर्द हरवीना। महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन के, महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन के, तुम हो गरीब निवाज महाप्रभु, तुम हो गरीब निवाज हनुमत। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। राम लखन बेटी तुम पर सदा रहे हर्षाये। राम लखन बेटी तुम पर सदा रहे हर्षाये। हृदय चिर के राम सिया का, हृदय चिर के राम सिया का, राम सिया दर्शाई। तो कर जोड़ रज हनुमंता, तो कर जोड़ रज हनुमंता। कहियो प्रभु से आज हनुमत, कहियो प्रभु से आज महाप्रभु। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। कृपा करो महाराज, कृपा करो महाराज।
तेरे प्रभु जानते हैं, तेरे प्रभु जानते बात गत गत की। बजाए जा तू प्यारे हनुमान चुपी की। बजाए जा तू प्यारे हनुमान चुपी की। तेरे प्रभु जानते हैं, तेरे
वीर हनुमान अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे वीर हनुमान अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की तेरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम तेरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे जय राम श्री राम जय राम 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 वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की तेरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम तेरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे जय राम श्री राम जय राम 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 तेरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे वीर हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे
जय 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 हनुमान की जय जय कृपा निदान की जय 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 हनुमान की जय जय कृपा निदान की पावन नाम तु जपते मनवा दया करेंगे राम जी जीवन तेरा बन जाएगा मेरे श्री हनुमान जी जय 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 हनुमान की जय जय कृपा निदान की राम
श्री राम जी की रक्षा करे हनुमान जी जिनके मन में बसे श्री राम जी की रक्षा करे हनुमान जी जिनके मन में बसे श्री राम जी। जब बातों पर विपद आई तब आए हनुमंत गोसाई। जब बातों पर विपद आई तब आए हनुमंत गोसाई। कृपा राम बातों पर करते उनकी पीरा को हर लेते। जय कपीश बलवान की रक्षा करे हनुमान जी जिनके मन में बसे श्री राम जी की रक्षा करे हनुमान जी। राम कथा के अद्भुत नायक रामदूत भक्तों की सहायक। राम कथा के अद्भुत नायक रामदूत भक्तों की सहायक। जय 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 प्रभु हितकारी ध्यान करो नित मंगलकारी। दे दो शरण हनुमान जी की रक्षा करे हनुमान जी जिनके मन में बसे श्री राम जी की रक्षा करे हनुमान जी। निश दिन करो तुम्हारी पूजा तुम सम हनुमत कोई न दूजा। निश दिन करो तुम्हारी पूजा तुम सम हनुमत कोई न दूजा। बदन सिंदूरी जय कपीश जय सम्मुख रहे झुकाओ शीश में। जय जय कृपा निधान की रक्षा करे हनुमान जी जिनके मन में बसे श्री राम जी की रक्षा करे हनुमान जी जिनके मन में बसे श्री राम जी।
बेगी हरोहन मान महाप्रभु जो कछु संकट होए हमार कौन सो संकट मोरे गरीब को, जो तुमसे नहीं जात है तारू। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। तनु में तुम्हारी शक्ति विराजे, मनु भक्ति से बीना। जो जन तुम्हारी शरण में आए, जो जन तुम्हारी शरण में आए, दुख दर्द हर लीना। हनुमत दुख दर्द हर लीना। महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन के, तुम हो करीब निवाज। हनुमत तुम हो करीब निवाज। हनुमत जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। राम लखन वे देही तुम पर, सदा रहे हर्षाए। हृदय चीर के राम सिया का, हृदय चीर के राम सिया का, दर्शन दिया कराए। हनुमत दर्शन दिया कराए। तो कर जोरे अरज हनुमंता, कहियो प्रभु से आज। हनुमत कहियो प्रभु से आज। हनुमत जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। कृपा करो महाराज। कृपा करो महाराज।
मेरी सुन लो मारुति नंदन, खाथो मेरी दुख के बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हे दुख भंजन। मेरी सुन लो मारुति नंदन, खाथो मेरी दुख के बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, कहते हैं दुख भंजन। मुझे फड़ भी खड़ू ना खड़ना, मैं आया शरण तुम्हारी। मैं जोड़ी हाथ खड़ा हूँ, तेरे दर का बना भिखारी। तुम सबसे बड़े बंदारी, मैं पानी तुम हो चंदन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। तेरा नाम बड़ा दुनिया में, सब तेरा ही गुण गाए। इस जग के सब नर नारी, चरणों में शीश नमाए। खड़ भव से पार मुझे भी, हे बाबा संकट मोचन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। मैंने तेरी आस लगाई, बाबा हनुमान गुसाई। जब भीड़ पड़ी भक्तों पे, तूने ही खड़ी सहाई। बीड़ान खड़े है दुहाई, प्रभु दीजो मोहे दर्शन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। मेरी सुन लो मारुति नंदन, खातो मेरी दुख के बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन। तुम कहते हैं दुख भंजन।
May we all now please join in the Hanuman Chalisa. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raje, Nij Man Mukur Sudhari, Barno Raghuvar Vimal Jisu जो धायक पलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। 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 जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बलधाम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। जन बरन विराज सुबेश कांधल कुंडल कुंचित केश। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। 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 हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराजे काने मुंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजन वंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए। रघुपति गिरि बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। सहस बदन तुमरो जस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मनीष नारद सारद सहित ईसा। तो वीर दिख पाव जहाते कभी को विद कही सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव कीना राम मिलाए राजपद दीना। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्त्र जो जल पर भान लियो ताहि मधुर फल जान। प्रभु मुद्रिका मिले बगमाहि जल्दी लांगी गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। 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 राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सगल है तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो वापे तीनों लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। 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 नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत मत बीरा संकट से हनुमान चुरावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा इनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन पल पावे राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की।
चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम द्वारे अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पास सदा रहो रघुपति के दास राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की।
तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुपर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त सहाय और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करे संकट कटे मिटे सब बीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की
राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की।
जय जय हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाही जो सत बार पाठ कर कोर चुत ही बंदी महासुख होर तो यह परे हनुमान चालीसा कोई सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय दास रे महादेरा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की 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 पवन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभू बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय।
Thank you so much, Kevin, for leading us so wonderfully in the Hanuman Chalisa. And to our dear and humble audience, thank you so much for following along and bringing us to that grace and that guidance of the energy of Hanumanji. My dear Reverend, our Vyasji, my dear brother, my loving mother, our dear Shrotas, Pandit Sharmaji, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters all, humble servants, those in house and those virtually, Pranam, Swagatam, and welcome yet again. As we would have continued to revel the defeat of Veer Hanumana from Wednesday, Thursday, today, and of course tomorrow. 4 sessions of adoration, love and dedication to Mahavira Swami. Through the devotees of this mandir and humble servants, we can be able to bring all of us, our mind, our thoughts and our action, closer to Hanumanji. I humbly welcome each and every one of you on behalf of our sponsor for this evening, Shriman and Shrimati Sahadev and family, no stranger to this mandir, Uncle Anil and Auntie Nad, and the entire Palivar. Having afforded this opportunity for us this afternoon to adore and to rever and to pray to God. It is indeed a blessing. I'm very, very thankful for this family to give us this opportunity and to host us and allow us to once again be in satsang. Once again to allow us to pray to God. Once again to afford us the opportunity through God's will, using them as an instrument to bring us in satsang. It is indeed commendable, and I thank them very, very much. And many of us know this family, with my dear children, my godchildren, is a household name in this mandir. And we pray and ask that Hanuman Baba, Panchmukhi Swami, continue to give them that strength, that health, that intelligence to work and to serve in whatever aspect I've laid before them. To our dear children, our Gandharvas, as always, thank you so much from the commencement of puja, entertaining and engaging our mind at the feet of Bhagavan. My dear devotees, I want to welcome my dear brother who would have been with us last evening, as late in the evening as we wrapped up last night Katha, himself and his family, my dear mother, would have wanted to be here, especially for tomorrow when he heard that we are doing the 108 Chalisa and so forth. He said to me he want to come down for that satsang. He want to be here for that 108 Chalisa chanting. Because it is a different energy. It's a blessing when the Atma can be in a satsang where we sing Hanuman Chalisa 108 times onwards, with the energy of all the love and devotions and the bhaktas of Hanumanji. And so, I was very thankful that he can able to make it. And of course, I'm happy that he can able to officiate tonight, give me a little break, and at the same time, to listen to Katha from my elder brother. He's many, many years of experience, 30 years or more in Panditai. We have grown together, lived together in the last 15 years plus we have been apart, but continue to serve wherever we are. And so tonight I'm very thankful, along with my dear Bauji and my two wonderful nephews, to be with us in Mandir, to delve into Sundar Kand Katha. We have different styles, same thing you'll hear, but I'll allow you to give him your undivided attention, for I have utmost respect and humility for my dear brother, that we have, whatever a little I would have learned, or whatever little I would have equipped myself with, is through my late and loving parampara, my late and loving father, and my elder brother. And of course, you continue to grow. Tonight, I do not want to keep him away from tonight's satsang and pravachan, but to humbly hand this microphone over as we delve into Sundar Kand and whatever scripture else to support our Katha for tonight. Prem Sala Mahavira Swami ki jai. Over to our Lord Vyasji.
प्रेम से बोलो शंकर भगवान की जय। Please join with me in Pratna as we commence this evening's presentation. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती महाभागे विद्याकमलोचने विद्यारूपे विशालक्षी विद्यं देहि नमस्तुते ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ते पूजमूलं गुरुपद मन्त्रमूलं गुरुवाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम. To my brother Pandit Jageshwarji, to our sponsor for this evening, to my mother, to the Gandharvi Samaj, devotees and friends, and lovers and worshippers of the divine, to my online viewer. On behalf of this beautiful mandil, let me welcome all of you to tonight's satsang. This Ram Charitra Manas, it is that Manas, the mind, Man, which it is this ladder we go up, Ram, Charit, Manas, with Manas at the bottom, the mind, trying to climb the ladder to reach Ram. And it is this Ram Charit Manas, with Goswami Tulsidaji, beautifully put into the 7th canto. Balkant, which is described as the root of a tree. And it is the root that gives the foundation to this tree. And this root that supplies the nutrients to this plant. And Ayodhya Kant, from the root, represents the trunk. That of Aranyakant represents the branches. And from Kishkindakant represents the leaf. And tonight we're going to go from the leaf onto the beautiful flowers of the tree, which is described as the Sundar Kand. Sundar, beautiful. Flowers, it can be how you're angry at someone. When they bring the flower to you, there is a smile automatically and a curvature on your cheek. So Sundar Kand is represented by this beautiful flower. Lanka Kand, we know, is the fruit, and Uttar Kand is the juice, the ras of this fruit in which to be eaten. And Uttar also means the answer to our questions. Tonight, from this of the tree, from the roots to way to the juice, we're going to examine the flower of this tree. And this flower is known as Sundar Kand. Before we present such, allow me and allow your mind to weave at the feet of Bhagwan Sri Ram and Sita Ram, and to the King of all devotees, Hanumanji. We chant a few verses from out of the 7 that Tulsidasi composed in the beginning of Ramcharitamanas. We chant a few of them. And one such in Sundar Kand. We're going to dive into Sundar Kand for this evening. So we also pay homage to the opening mantras of Sundar Kand. Varananam rasanam Om Varananam arta sanghanam Rasanam chandasamapi Mangalanam chakartaro Vande Vani Vinayaka Bhavani Shankaro Vande श्रद्धा विश्वास्वरूपिणा याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ते सिद्धा स्वान्तस्तमीश्वर वन्दे बोधमयं नित्यम् गुरु शङ्कररूपिणी यमाश्रितो हि वक्रोऽपि चन्द्र सर्वत्र वन्दते सीतारामगुणग्राम पुण्य अरण्यविहारिणाम् वन्दे विशुद्ध विज्ञान कवीश्वर कपीश्वर जो सुमिरत सिद्धि हो गणनायक करे वदन वदन जो सुमिरत
सिद्धि हो गणनायक करे वदन
करो अनुग्रह सो बुद्धिराशि शुभगुण सदा जो सुमिरत सिद्धि हो
गणनायक करे वदन
मूक होए वाचा पंगुचरे गिरिवर गह जासु कृपा सुदया द्रवौ सकल कलिमल दह नील सरोरहु श्याम कर आरुण पारज नयना मुख होई वामा उमधन सर सागर सयन कुंद इंदु समदे उमरामन करुणाय जाहि दिन परनेहा करहु कृपा मरदनमय बंदव गुरु परक कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामहोत्तम जसु वचन रवि कर निकर जो सुमिरत सिद्धि हो गणनायक करे वदन जो सुमिरत सिद्धि हो गणनायक करे वदन After Tulsidas ji would us pay homage in the opening of those slokas of Ramcharitamanas and the recitation of the Sumiran. Tonight, after scaling, having the roots setting the foundation, the trunk of the tree, and we climb upon the branches to admire the leaves that provide that oxygen for us. We are now examining the flower of the tree, and we go to the first of the invocation in Sundar Kand. Shantam Shashvatam Vratam Pramegayam Nirvana Shanti Prabham Brahma Shambho Spani Indra Sevya Manisham Vedanta Vidyam Vibhum Ramakyam Jagadeshwaram Surugurum Maya Manusyam Harim Vandeham Karunakaram Raghubar Bhupala Churamani. प्रेम से बोलो सीताराम चंद्र भगवान की जय. My loving devotees, you would have heard of the Katha of Bhagwan Hanumanji from the beginning of this session of Sundar Kand. And Hanumanji, for us, West Indian Guyanese community, is our main deity. It's this deity in which we do no other puja, we'll do Hanumanji. Hanumanji represents our strength, bal, buddhi, vidya, our physical strength, our intellect, our intelligence, and Harahu. And he is the one who is the remover of darkness. He is the one that allows us to see. Harahu kalesha vikar. Bhagwan Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am the one that permits you to see. We have eyes. That doesn't mean we can see. We can be blind. The eye is just this instrument. We have ear. That doesn't mean we can hear. We can be deaf. We have feet, the ability for local motion to walk. That doesn't mean we can walk. We can be paralyzed. The ability for his body to function comes from Bhagwan and God. And so, Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Muhi Harahu Kalesha Vikar. Harahu, Hanumanji, we are so part and parcel of your teachings that we know you can remove the darkness. Because if you and I say we can see with our eyes, then why do we put the light on in night to see? Because without this light, Harahu, may you, O Bhagwan, remove the darkness from my eyes. And beautifully Bhagwan Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita too, as I said, we have eyes think we can see, but without light we cannot see. Without Bhagwan blessing us with motion to walk, we cannot walk. Without Bhagwan blessing us with the ability to hear, the ear is just an instrument. Likewise, even the tongue. He says in Bhagavad Gita, without rasa, without saliva, you cannot taste. Even though we all say we taste with our tongue, but deeply and really and truly, without saliva, we cannot taste. So this body, even we say it's ours and it's mine, and try it. Go home tonight and just wipe your tongue free from saliva and put food on it. See if you can taste the food, differentiate the taste that you're putting. Without saliva, you cannot taste. So this body tonight, even though we all say it's mine, it's our, but without Bhagwan, it functions not. And so Hanumanji represents this in our world. Harahu kalesha vikar. Oh Hanumanji, may you tonight, our plea to you, may you remove the darkness in our life. Because I know my sight, I cannot judge it without light. How can I see? And that's why beautifully Tulsidas, he wrote in the beginning of Ramcharitamanas, Harahu kalesha vikar. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, even though you have tongue, without saliva, you cannot taste the food. The tongue is just an instrument. But the ability to taste comes from water, varundev. That water is saliva. So tonight, with that, as we explore this beautiful tree being planted, now we are coming to the flower of this tree tonight. Your Panditji, my brother, would have discussed in the beginning of Sundar Kand, Hanumanji starts his journey a journey in which Ram would have chosen him to do. Because deeply into the study, when Jamant asks Angad to go, prior to Jamant having this discussion with Angad, Lord Ram, it says, have already given the ring to Hanumanji, the mudrika. And Hanumanji took this ring and he went to sit by himself. That's why when in the conversation, when Jamant was discussing with Angad, then he called Hanumanji from the back. Hanumanji was worried, why did Ram give him this ring? What will he do with this ring? He was not told what he's going to do with this ring. So, when Jamant would have called Angad, knowing Angad's capability, but then he said to Angad, you are the chief among all the warriors. If I send you, what will happen? Angad said, I can go, but I cannot return. Jamant said, no, you can go and you can return on this journey. But if I send you, being the head of the army, who will? And it was Jamant who identified Hanumanji. Hanumanji started his journey. He was reminding of his potential. And all of us have this hidden potential in us. He was shrapped by the saints and sages when he was this child. He was very natakat. And so he'll run and disturb their asana, their puja. He will drink their water when they were doing Abhishekam to Bhagwan Shivan. And so they say them, shrap him. That you will not know your energy and your potential unless someone reminds you. To all of you. All of you are full with potential, great potential, because in all of you lie Amsa Jivana Avinashi. All of you lie the spark of Bhagwan and God. And so once the spark of Bhagwan, Hanumanji, is within you, then you have this capability of doing great things. But you'll have to be reminded from time to time. And so here tonight, Hanumanji was reminded this huge colossal form he took. He went, he engaged the obstacle of Surasa, Semhikaya. He overcome them. You and I, we overcome the many obstacles. And what makes you successful in life is that even though you have obstacles and you overcome them, you continue. You allow not, even if you fail at one attempt, you allow yourself not to be bugged or to be a failure, but you use that failing point as a stepping stone to achieve greater heights. And so Hanumanji, even though he had the hindrance of Sursa, Semhikaya, and Lankini, who accused him of being a thief, but by associating herself with Hanumanji, Lankini realized who Hanumanji is. Not only that, she remembered what Brahma told her, that when a Banar comes and defeats you, know Ravan days are now counted. And so, there I think Panditji pauses Katha. Hanumanji continues his journey into Lanka, and he's going to meet a Bhakt. He's going to meet a Bhakt. And this Bhakt is the younger brother of Ravan. Tulsidas says,
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram.
विप्ररूप धरे वचन सुहाए सुनत विभीषण उदत हिराए करि प्रणाम पूछे कुल साई वृप कहूँ निज कठन सुझाए श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय
हो पवन सो हरहि हमारे, जिमि दसनी है महु जीव विचारे। तात कभो मोहे जननी अनाथा, कर हर कृपा भजु कुलही नाथा। आसु तनु कुछ साधन नाही, प्रतिन पद सरोज मन माये। श्री राम
जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम।
अब मोहे भरोसा हनुमानता, बिनु हर कृपा मिलहि नहीं संता। जो रघुबीर अनुग्रह कीन्हा, सो तुम मोहे दासतन दीना। सुनहु विभीषण प्रभु की रीति, कहि सधा सेवक पर प्रीति। श्री राम जय
राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम
जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम, श्री राम जय
विप्ररूप धरि वचन सुहानाई, सुनत विभीषण उततः आए। Hanuman ji, he assumed the form of a Brahman. He heard someone was chanting the name of Ram. In Vedanta says, if you want to know if you're a good person or a bad person, you do not have to ask anyone or do not have to prove nothing to anyone. Vedanta says, when you get up in the morning, the first thought you entertain, the first thing you're thinking about, I want you to judge yourself on the first thought you wake up. And so the first thing Hanumanji heard as he saw this premises, and what drew him to this premises, there was a prayer doha that says he saw beautiful tulsi tree was growing around the premises. He saw on the house or the building where Vibhishana was staying, he saw the swastika sign, he saw the Sudarshan chakra sign. And he's saying to himself, who dare live in Lanka worshipping Mahavishnu? And so what happened? He assumed the form of a Brahman and he started to chant the name of Ram. It says if you want to gauge your own self, look at the thought that you engage yourself in as soon as you wake up. Then you can able to tell yourself if you're a good person or not. Because that innate quality will germinate the first thing into this stula sharira, what was conceived in the sukshma, in the sleeping and the deep dream state. Because in the night, when you're asleep, the sukshma sharira, the atma leaves the body. It will go places. That's how you dream. You are here, there, and you are doing this activity. And when you wake up, when the sukshma returns to the body, the stula, when it wakes up with the mind, the buddhi, the intellect, all encompassed with this equipment called this human body, then the thought in which you entertain at first, every time you wake up, then engage yourself. So Tulsidas ji says that what happened? Hanumanji, it was early in the morning. And so he went and he heard someone was chanting the name of Ram. So what he did? Viparupadari vachana suhai, hearing of this, karhi param, and he started to chant the name of Sri Ram. Hanumanji now started to sing the name of Sri Ram. Suno Vibhishana utata he aaye. Vibhishana listened. Someone is chanting a name from Ram from outside. So he got up, went to the door. Kari pranam puche kulasai. And what happened? He gave his pranam. Between him and Hanumanji developed a conversation. And in this conversation, he's saying, Hanumanji asked him, he inquires about each other. And Hanumanji and Vibhishana had this beautiful, wonderful conversation. In this conversation, he revealed to Hanumanji, Vibhishana says, Sunatu pavana rahita hamare jivida sahi mude jiva vichari. As I live into Lanka, it's like the tongue living among all the teeth in the mouth. The tongue is living in the mouth, but the moment the tongue only slips, it gets bitten by the teeth in the mouth. And the tongue cannot say, I will walk out of the mouth to go live somewhere else. It is here where I grew. And even though my experience living in Lanka is like this, being bitten, being hurt, I still continue living here. Karahu kripa bhanu kulanata. Oh, dynasty of Sri Ram, I am humble to see you. I am humble to see you because, my Lord, what have my Lord done? Binu hari kripa milahi nahi santa, ab mohi bharosa Hanumanta. Binu hari kripa milahi nahi santa. That I am so fortunate, Binu hari, without God's blessing, Santa, milahi nahi, I cannot meet such a noble and a good person. It is true, the kind grace of Bhagwan, that I am meeting you, Hanumanji. It says, Hanumanji spoke to that of Ravan, that of Vibhishana. Vibhishana said, even though this body is of a tamoguna, tamasic quality, you know, it says, the mind is an aspect of Satuguna. The Sukshma Sharira, that is the ability for the body to function through sight, through hearing, is the aspect of Rajuguna, Raja, the qualities of which is for the world. And the body, the physical body, like the earth, water, ether, air, Agni, they are from Tamoguna, the aspect of Tamoguna. So he's saying to the mind, there is no possibility of spiritual growth because of this body is tamasic. But oh, the mind is deprived of love for God. The mind, as I said, the mind comes from the Satuguna. The mind comes from the Sattvic quality. That's why the mind can entertain sweet, loving, pious, divine thoughts. And yes, the same mind, you can make it into a dustbin and entertain devious, demonic, and very pessimistic in life. That same mind. But he says the quality of the mind is Satu. It has this Satuguna, and it can take me to Bhagwan. The mind, therefore, no possibility of this spiritual aspirant because of this Tamoguna, because of this body. Once, Raja Janak, hearing his guru Satananda, describes to him Ram's Katha. And so when the Katha finished, Raja Janak asked his guru, what can I give you for Guru Dakshina? I want to give you something for Guru Dakshina because my soul is satisfied listening to Ram Katha. And so Satananda said to Raja Janak, there is no Dakshina you can give to me that can equate to my teachings to you. What I have given you, food for your soul, thought for nourishing your soul. What you're going to give to me is physical thing, like Dakshina money. You're going to give me a Sita, rice, whatever. You're going to give me, and these are all physical things. They could never equate to the knowledge I'm giving to you. So here Vibhishana is saying to Hanuman, this body is tamogun. I'm not having enough of that spiritual thought, so my mind can be such fine in a fertile ground to have oneness with Ram. You have come today as a saint. I am meeting you because of Bhagwan. Binuhu Hari Kripa Mila Nahi Sant. Without the blessings of God I cannot, and you have come today, I have met you. Now my soul, my mind have some good thought. It was when Hanumanji spoke to him, Tulsidas, he says, then is when he confronted Ravan. And we know what happened to him after he said to Ravan. It is when Hanumanji described to him, if you continue here in Lanka and see what Ravan is doing, and you do not tell him what he is doing is wrong, then you're equally contributing to his wrong or what he's doing. When Arjuna asked Krishna, why do I have to kill my Guru Dronacharya, Kripacharya and Bhishma? Krishna said to him, what is Guru present when Draupadi was stripped of her clothes? What is Guru present when the Kauravas created that wax palace want to burn you inside? What is Guru presence? And Bhishma, what is present when Bhima want to poison when they wanted to poison his poison beam? They were present there, but what did they do? They did nothing. When we condone, Hanumanji is telling Vibhishana, when we stand up and we condone what is wrong and says nothing, we are equally guilty. That's why he says to all of them had to die. Because they never object to the blind king Dhritarashtra, they never object to the Kauravas, Duryodhana. Because they encouraged it, they said nothing. So here is when Hanumanji spoke to Vibhishana. Tulsidas described, he spoke to Ravan. He was kicked out of Lanka. But what happened when he was kicked out of Lanka? He was able to meet his Lord, Sri Ram. When we see wrong things too, we should speak up. If it calls you, your position, your name or your fame, because Tulsidas, he says, if you see that and you continue to let it go, you're also encouraging it. And so here is where Tulsidas said to him, where is where Hanumanji spoke to Vibhishana. Vibhishana decided to what happened? He decided to go for a change. And with that change, it tells of us that what happens? He spoke to Ravan. We know what happened to Ravan. In the meantime, it was Vibhishana who told him where Sita Mata was located. Hanumanji went from there. He went through the palace. He sought Sita. He went on top of the tree. And as he went on top of the tree, my friends, what happened? He witnessed at that moment, Ravan was coming with an entourage, with Mandodari, with all the other Ranis and Rakshasi. As he witnessed this, Ravan said to Sita Mata, marry me. I can make Mandodari your servant. And Mandodari is his queen, the head of all his Ranis. He says, I can make Mandodari your servant, and I can make you the head queen. He says, I could give you anything you want, O Sita. And my friends, Tulsidas, he tells of us, after speaking to Sita Mata replied to him in these words,
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Suno dasa mukha kado prakasha kabuk lagine kar vikasa asamani samoja kadina janke कल सुधि नहीं रघुबीर की बान की। श्री राम
जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
सात सुने हरे अनिहि मोहि अधम निदजन लजन हितोहि। श्री राम जय
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
सीता ते मम कृत अपमाना कटन हो तब सिर कटन कृपाना।
राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
नाहित सभेद मानो मम भानी मुसकी हो के नव जीवन हानि। श्याम सरोज दस मम सुंदर हे प्रभु भुज करि कर समदस कंदर। श्री राम
जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
ओ श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
सन दस मुख कद्योत प्रकाश कबहु केललिहि करी विकासा। He told Sita Mata to make her mind up. She have to move into the palace and to become his chief Rani. And so Sita Mata replied to him, Suno Dasakanta. Ravan is normally referred to as Dasakant, 10 head. Did he really have 10 physical head? Here she addressed him, he is a Dasakanta. Sita Mata, the mother of the universe, Jagat Janani, she's calling and addressing Ravan, not as Lankesh, not as Ravan, not as no other name. She's calling him Dasakanta. Dasakant, many of us may have more than 10 head. And what are the heads they're talking about? Anger, greed, hatred, jealousy, infatuation, covetousness, lachi, you name them. This is what when we wear those kinds of quality in our thinking capacity, it changes us and our personality. Look when a person is calm and peaceful, look at him or her expression on their face. Look at when they are angry, look at their face, look at their emotions. Dasakant doesn't mean Ravan had 10 physical head. It is these qualities, when we entertain, we also become like Dasakanta. We lust. We see someone pretty or handsome, we lust over them, one head. We get angry, one head. We get jealousful, one head. We get on all his vices, Ramayana describes. So, Dasakanta Kabhu, you're going to defeat Ram. You're like a firefly. Ram is like the sun. O Ravan, asa samana samojit kahi Janaki. Janaki Mata said to him, that you're like a firefly and he is the sun. You have no much and compared to him. O Ravan, be aware. Be aware, O Ravan, of his arrow. Why did she say of his arrow? Asa sama samuj kahi janaki kala sudhe nahi raghubira banaki. Beware of his arrow, because we know when the lustful eyes, son of Indra, giant,
saw Sita Mata and saw when Sri Ram was placing flowers and decorating her hair beautifully. Giant, when he saw the beauty of Sita Mata, he took the form of a bird and pricked her feet. Blood started to ooze out. When Sri Ram saw the blood, he sent a headless arrow behind Giant. Giant ran to Vishnu, to Shiva, to his father Indra. No one saved him. He go to Narad. Narad said to him, no one can save you from the wrath of Ram. That act in which you have committed, that's the mother of the universe, Sita Mata. And that arrow will continue to follow you. Our karma will continue to follow you as the arrow continued to follow you, O Giant. Go back to Ram. And it was Narad who took him back to Sri Ram. And when Narad took him back to Sri Ram, Tulsidas is a beautiful description here. That crime you have committed, O Giant, both of your eyes is going to be plucked out for being lustfully over another's. But Tulsidas described Vishnu Bhagwan in this Manush Roop, Sri Ram, only plucked one of his eye out. And he had only one eye to see. That arrow, she's reminding Ravan. He set an headless arrow to Giant. He took out one of Giant's eye because of his lustfulness. O Ravan, you have brought me here. If you're such a man, Sata sone hare aneka he mohi adharma lajja laja nahi toshi. If you're such a man as you claim yourself to be this tyrant, why did you adopt me when I was alone? So Sita Mata is playing with his ego now. Why did you adopt me when I was alone? A female alone. You are Lankesh, you are Dasakant, you are this 10 head, you are this powerful Ravan. Why? You claim to be such a powerful, but you kidnap a helpless woman. You're deprived, you're deceitful, you're shameless, O Ravan. When Sita said this to him, my friends, it gets to Ravan. When you want to know a person's true quality, try to play with your ego. Try to play with your ego, and you will see how you will see this dasakant, this 10-head appear on that person. When they will get angry, when they will get jealousful, when they will get resentful, then you becomes like Ravan. Ravan didn't have a physical 10-head. How did he sleep? How did he turn his head on the bed? One Swami says, no, it is this quality when you and I entertain them, we become like Ravan. When Sita Mata said those words to him, Sita mama kritahi apamana. Oh Sita, you have committed great crime. He pulled out his sword to go separate it or chop the head off of Sita Mata. Mandodari intervened. And all of this by you, Hanumanji is observing. Mandodari said, do not. Do not. You know why? And here is a ticklish question. Why didn't Ram take Sita into the kingdom? He was this powerful tyrant of a king. Why? She was in Ashok Vatika. She was under this tree, this Ashok tree. Shok, which means sorrow. The irony of the word Ashok, where there is no sorrow, but yet she was there sitting under this tree. There's a beautiful Katha in the Skand Puran and the Vishnu Puran, where the nephew of Ravan, Nalakubari, once performed a shrap on Ravan. Because Ravan, I was so lustful. Any pretty female he sees, he wants to make that person his property. Nalakubari's wife was Rambha. And one time Ravan forced Rambha into submission to him. And Nalakubari said to him, performing this shrap and curse on him, the next time you force a female, without her consent, your head is going to split into several pieces. Some commentator of the Ramayana says Ravan knew, that's why he did not take Sita Mata into the kingdom. He left her in the garden. Nalikupuri performed this shrap on him. If only you force a female against her will, the next time you do it, when he did it to Rambha, the wife of Nalakubari, he says your head is going to split into several pieces. Mandodari knew of that shrap he had, and Mandodari intervened at that time. Do not chop the head of Sita. And that's why he never forced himself on Ma Sita. He never indulged in her because he knew of this shrap. We, my friends, what this is telling of us, to my daughters and sisters and friends, it can be how a male approach you. You have the power to say no. You have the power to say no. Your character is your wealth. They say when health is lost, something is lost. When wealth is lost, a little bit is lost. When your character is lost, all is lost. Your character is what? Is your fortitude and your firmness in life. Here, Ravan, knowing this shrap he had from Nalakubari, he did not touch Sita Mata or entertain the idea of taking her into the kingdom. This, my friends, Tulsidas, he says, when this happens, what happened? He told her, and he told the Rakshas, chastise her, tell her all the bad things, scared her, frightened her. At the same time, when Ravan left with Mandodari, Trajata, one of the Rakshasi there, came and speak to Sita Mata. Trajata said to her, I'll let go to Chaupai. Trajata said to her, Oma, I had a dream last night. I dreamt Ram came to Ayodhya. I dreamt he killed Ravana. I dreamt he crowned Vibhishana as king. And she told all the Rakshasi that was tormenting Sita Mata of what she dreamt. And she said, this is going to happen in 4 days' time. Ravan had given Sita an ultimatum. If she doesn't agree to marry him and to go into the kingdom, he will kill her, and he gave her an ultimatum. Here also, when Trajata said, what happens? Trajata, my friends, she said to Ma Sita. Ma Sita and her had a beautiful discussion. I will not get into the discussion for time's sake. She said to Sita Mata, first of all, Sita Mata said, oh, I'm fed up with this life. Remember Sita Mata? She's acting this role of this ordinary person. And so what happened? Hanumanji observed and hear all of this conversation. She's telling Trajata to build a pyre so she can commune herself with this fire and give herself back to Agni, etc. Trajata would have left. Sita Mata is alone sitting under the tree. She's reminiscing. Tears is flowing from her cheek, trickling down her cheek from her eyes, and as she's staring at her feet. Hanumanji observing, seeing of all of this, wanting to know what can he do, how can he do. And Tulsidashi says, Hanumanji now is going to intervene and he's going to have a conversation with the mother of the universe, Jagajanani.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
तब देखी मुद्रिका मनोहर राम नाम अंकित अति सुंदर चकित जीवा मोदे पहिचारी अरस विशद हे भय अकुलानी नोता है परम विकुल हे सीता मन विचर करनाना मधुवचन बोले हनुमाना मधुवचन बोले हनुमाना जीत के कहे आ जय रघुराया ओ श्री राम सीता कर दुख भागा लगे सोनी श्रावण मन लाई अभी सब कथा सुनाए रामचंद्र गुण बरने लागा ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय Hanumanji do to break the ice and the shackle. Remember earlier I told you when Sri Ram have given him this ring without telling him what he's going to do with this ring. And then Jaman chose him. Then Jaman reminds him of his great personality. When we will be reminded of this great potential in all of us, we become like the shrap like Hanumanji got when he was young. We become forgetful. But in satsang is when we are reminded of how we are this divine being having a human experience. We are not a human having a divine experience. We are divine because we have this jiva in us. We are divine being, my friends, all of us. We are having a human experience because of this human body. If your Atma was in a dog, you would have had a dog experience. So you are divine by nature. A battery has its energy. If you place it in a light, it will just give light. If you put it in a cordless phone, it will give sound. It's the same battery. The battery has this potential. How it's used depends on the user. In all of us have this divine, in all of us have this divine spark. How we use this divinity within us. We are human, and let's use it for its human purpose. So Hanumanji, what he did? He dropped the mudrika. Taba deki mudra ki manohara Rama nama ankita ati sundar. And on the ring, it had the name of Ram engraved. Ati sundar, beautifully. Chakita chitta mudita pahichahi. And what happened? When she saw this ring, my friends, her mind became like a pendulum. At one moment, seeing the ring, she's thinking of Ram. Then she's in Ravan, captivity here. Then sorrow is entering her mind. Doesn't that happen to all of us? At one moment, you're experiencing joy. Then the next moment, you get a bad news and you experience sadness. So your mind is like this pendulum. So, Hanumanji, Ramachandra guna barane laga. Then she said, oh dear, when this ring, is it Ravan that is torturing me? That he sends someone to kill my Ram, and now he's bringing the ring now in my lap to further torture me? माया ते असी रची नहीं जाही, सीता मन विचार करनाना, मधुर वचन बोले हनुमाना, मधुर वचन बोले हनुमाना। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम. What happened? But she says he is Maya. Maya. That we know Yog Maya. Who is Yog Maya? Durga Ma. And she took this avatar particularly in Krishna Leela. But then in Vedanta described from Brahman, God, he created Maya. From Maya, he created his gunas, Rajo, Satutu, Tamu guna. From this guna, he created all the things of the world. And she's saying, but Maya cannot defeat him. No. Sita mana, her mind. So, this is the power of the mind. Sita mana vichara karanana. My friends, let us realize how powerful this body is. Whenever you entertain negative thought, the brains secreted certain kind of fluid, and that fluid put you into mode of distress. That fluid puts you into the mode of depression and anxiety. And that same mind, when you entertain a happy thought, the chemical like serotonin is secreted into the body and you have a pleasant feelings. Just by entertaining a thought in your mind, by entertaining your favorite food, your mouth start to salivate, your mouth water start to run. By just thinking about a person or a conversation you had, you smile or you laugh or you cry sometime by yourself. This is how powerful the mind is. Sita man vichara karanana. But then she said in her mind, no one can defeat my Ram. Then Madhura vachana bole Hanumana. Hanuman started to speak to her now in sweet words. Rama Chandra guna barane laga sunata Sita kara dukkahe baga. Hanumanji started to relate the Katha to Ram. Hanumanji started to relate the Katha to Ram. Do you know why we are called a Shrota when we sit to do puja? Shrota. So there are two words given to the devotee when they sit to do puja. One is called Shrota and they're also called Yajman. Yajman. And they're also called Shrota. Shrota, Shrono, mean to listen. Whenever we do puja, the gist of the puja is of the ritual have its part and its portion. But the gist of the puja comes from you sitting there as a Shrota to listen to the Katha of the Lord. Without you listening to a Katha, it doesn't fulfill your worth of being a Shrota. A Shrota doesn't mean someone who dresses up in a nice kurta, and a nice hairstyle, and a nice sari and sits there. No. A Shrota is someone who listens to the Katha of the Lord. Here, Ramachandra Guna Barane Laga. So Hanuman now start to relate the Katha of Ram. That's why we come to Mandir. That's why when we come and we are sitting in the audience or we are sitting as a devotee here, we should listen to the Katha. Ramayana says if you do not listen to the Katha, next birth, your ear will become like a snake hole, only harboring poison. Next time when you talk while Katha is go on, next time you say, I'll give you a mouth, but you'll become gunga, you'll become dumb. This is how we fortify the soul. When Raja Janaka asked his Guru Satananda, I want to give you dakshina. Satananda said, you cannot give me no dakshina because I am giving you food for your soul, your atma. That happiness comes from within you. These things, material things, do not give you happiness. It give you comfort only, not happiness. But what you could do
what I have given to you, this katha, share it like prasad. It is our misconception that we offer prasad to God. We do not offer prasad to God. The same banana we see at Fortino's, but the moment it comes into mandir, we no longer call it banana, we call it prasadam. We offer to God naivedyam, not prasadam. When it's offered to Bhagwan, then that becomes prasadam. When you wash the feet of the Lord before, it's called panchamrit. When you wash the feet, it becomes charan amrit. When him, minds and thought listen to the katha of Bhagwan, then he becomes a full-fledged shrota, because shroto means to listen. A yajman is him who performed the yajna. There are 5 daily yajna we have to perform. We'll not get into that because of time constraint. But a yajman is him who performed a yajna. And a yajna, there are deva yajna, rishi laga, bhuta yajna, and many yajna. Now listening, so she started to listen. Lagishrone sravana man helai. Then listening comes under 2 categories. You have listening and you have attentive listening. You have time you spend with someone and you have quality time you spend with someone. You can spend half an hour with your loved ones and you can only quarrel and fight. So what is the purpose of that time? And then you can spend 5 minutes with your loved one and have a beautiful conversation, have a beautiful uplifting talk, and that 5 minutes can be worthwhile than half an hour fighting. Lagishrone Shravana Manalai. She listened, Shravan, with great faith, as Hanumanji relates the Katha of Ram. Ma Sita and Hanumanji had a beautiful conversation, but she had doubts. Sita Mata had doubts. Is this Hanumanji, is he real what he's saying? Is he really, he's saying he's Ramadut. Is he really Ramadut? Ravan had all these jadugars in Lanka and they could take at any form they want at will and they could do anything they want. Hanumanji is going to convince her now who is in this chaupai. He's going to convince her in this chaupai who really he is.
Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Raghunandana, Jai Sita Ram.
Bolo Jai
Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Raghunandana, Jai Sita Ram.
Ramadut mein matu janaki, satya samat karuna nidhan ki, yaha mudrika matu mein ani, din Ram tu kahe sunahe. संग कहूँ जैसा कही कथा भाई संगत जैसा रामदूत में मातु जानकी सत्य समत करुणा निधान के दूत में मातु जानकी. He addressed her as Mata. He says, I am Ramaduta. Satya sapat karuna nidhan ki. Hey Mata, करो निदान श्री राम जी के सत्य सपट कर कहते ही, हे माता यहाँ मुद्र के मैं लाया हूँ.
One of the key word in this set of Chaupai, Tulsidas, he says, Ma, Ramaduta me Janaki Uma Satya. I'm speaking the truth. Sapata Karuna Nidanaki. I swear an Karuna Nidanaki. Karuna was a pet name Sita Mata will address Sri Ram. No one else knew this name. Husband and wife may have your pet name. And that should be like a code. When anything happens dangerously someday, no one should know that pet name you have for your spouse. And if they reveal that name, then you'll know they're telling the truth. Here, he's saying, Satya Sapata Karuna Nidan Ki. I swear by Karuna Nidan. I am telling you the truth, Oma. Yaha Mudrika Matu Mai. Ani, this Mudrika I've given to you is that of Sri Ram. This, my friends, calmed the mind of Sita Mata, because she knew this Karunidan, only she addressed him as this name. And it is this Chaupai, Tulsidas, she says, where Sita Mata, although she's the mother of the universe, she became so much at peace with Hanumanji. She asked him about the relationship between himself and Sri Ram. How did they meet? What causes her? What causes him to come here? She said, please tell of me, of my brother-in-law, Lakshman, my Anuj. Please tell of me, how is he doing? Does he miss me? Does he really care for me? Is he looking for me? Does he have any intention to come for me? What is his intention? My friends, and in these last sets of Chaupai, Tulsidas, he tells of us what happened here. She's questioning Hanuman. She has become comfortable with Hanumanji. After Hanumanji tell her, he swear by Karunidan. Now she's opening up to him. You know, like we all have a friend or a confidant, or one who we sometimes we open up ourselves to. After certain times we become comfortable with the person. And so Sita Mata have become comfortable with Hanumanji. And so what happened? She's relating to him. How is he doing? Is he eating? Is he thinking of me? Have you ever thought of coming for me? Is he going to come for me? How is Lakshmana doing? Etc. These are all the questions she's asking. Then Hanumanji is going to relate to her a letter Sri Ram sent. So here, you got to be careful too of who you trust. Because Sri Ram absolutely had the confidence in Hanumanji to relate to Hanumanji his personal stuff between a husband and wife. So it's only when Sri Ram told him what to tell Sita, the name she will call him. So Hanumanji, Sri Ram had to trust Hanumanji so much that he could have told Hanumanji his feelings. And here Hanumanji is going to relate these feelings to Sita Mata, to all family here tonight, to children, to spouse, to parents, and to whatever relationship in life would have afforded you. Speak to Hanumanji. Whatever trials or tribulation, whatever difficulty you may be going through, I ask of you to speak to your Bhagavan. Remember, you are a divine being having a human experience, but first, you are divine. And that divinity, that mind in which you have, you could make it into a beautiful flower garden, or you could make it into a dustbin. Do not allow the mind to be idle. Because one poet says an idle mind is a devil's workshop. But when you have the thought of Ram, an entertaining, pious thought, you occupy the mind. Never try go the negative way to say, you know what, I will not think of bad, but no, you will always think more. The more you try to control the mind of not going in a negative, you'll find more it goes into the negative. Yoga philosophy says, occupy the do. Don't try to tell the mind, do not think of this or do not think of that. It will more think of it. But occupy the mind with sattvic thought. That's the easiest way. And if the grass is growing, the more you weed the grass, it will grow again. But plant a flower plant. The flower plant is going to take care of that space
Plant a tree to take care of that space. Sow in your mind. Plant good thought. Plant positive thought. Be empowering to yourself. Be one who speaks to yourself and entertain these positive thoughts. These thoughts is going to one day blossom into reality. When you allow it to be idle, it will become a dustbin. Tulsidas says, Hanumanji will reply her in these sets of closing chaupai.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Bol Ram Bol Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Bol Ram
Bolo मातु कुशल प्रभु अनुज समेता कब दुख दुखी सो कृपा नहीं केता जानकी जननी मनुजिया उरता तुम थे प्रभु दूना माते करहु राम वियोग तब सीता सो करु सकल भय बेपहरीता नवतर विसल मनो हे कृसानो कलशिल समनिसि ससिन बाहु कुल भेव बद कद बान सदेत बानर सपने तन विसारे
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Bolo Ram
बोलो राम
Bolo Ram
बोलो राम
Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
जय जय राम
Bolo Ram
बोलो राम
Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
मेरे हृदय पर संदेह सुन कभी प्रगट की न निज देवा कनक भुदार कार शरीरा समझ भयंकर अति बलवीरा सीता मन भरोस तब भयो कुल गुरु पवन हेलाए
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
बोलो राम
Bolo Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Bolo Ram
बोलो राम
Bolo Ram
बोलो राम
Jai Jai Ram
जय जय राम
Jai Jai Ram
जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम मातु कुशल प्रभु अनुज समेता तब दुख दुखी सुकृत निकेता. O Ma, the Lord and Anuja, your younger brother-in-law, they're fine. He's a reservoir of all happiness. Janani Janaki Manojya Una. The Lord is in distress, O Ma, on the account of separation from you. Tumati prema ramadan dhuna. Ma, do not
question Ram's love for you. He operates like even a madman. Tulsidas, you want to describe, he go to the tree, have you seen Sita? He go to the birds, and he operates like a real mortal when he's separated from Sita Mata. This is the love that Bhagwan had for the universal mother. And he's explaining this. This is a letter that Tulsidas now is saying, Hanumanji is reading to Ma Sita, but he memorized it. He's saying, "O Ma, Ram love you double than what you love him." To my men folks, we sometimes do not show our emotion that often, but we love our spouse. Our spouse needs our attention. It doesn't, but we sometimes, we men folks, we have this ego within us, we have this testosterone within us that we don't like to often shows it. Hanumanji is saying to Sita Mata, "Oh Mata, your Rams love you, and he wants you to know this." Further, she said to him, "Kula vipat kula he sarira varasara tata lek januke sisa." The grief Ram is describing to Sita. Hanumanji is speaking to Ma Sita, and Ram would have spoken these words to Hanumanji. He said, "The forest trees becomes like sharp object. Parching, the rain have become like that which scorches. The sun have become like fire burning. Without you, everything seems so painful and hurtful." Beautifully he describes. Further, my friends, in this Hanumanji, as he described this to her, then she said to Hanumanji, "You know, my son, mede herai parama sandesha, sune kapi pragata kina nija dena." These Rakshas in Lanka, there's a beautiful discourse with him and Sita, but towards the end, to make it short, she said, "Oh Hanumanji, you are so little and so tiny. These Rakshas are so big and huge. They are 8-9 feet tall. They are strong and strapping. You is going to go fight for them? You?" She had her reservation again. This is how the mind is. First, and she had all right to question, who is this that brings this ring of Ram? So Hanumanji would have convinced her. Now she's seeing Ram, Masaka Saman, in a very tiny form. He's sitting in front of her. She says, "You are going to fight these Rakshas? These Rakshas are so big and strong and they are strapping, they will eat you." Sun kapi pragati kin nij dena kanak dhudar kar shararira samara bhayankara ati bhalabira. And he grew his body as huge like he did to Sursa. When she saw this, my friends, how he grew his body huge, she said, "I'm satisfied." Took back a normal form. In this concluding conversation with her, he said, "Ma, I'm hungry. Give me permission so I can go into the garden." We know he went into the garden, he destroyed Ravan's garden, and there the Katha take a different phase into Sundar Kand and takes us different Leela of the Lord. My friends, tonight we are covered by Maya, this illusion. And this Maya is preventing us from realizing ourselves. We are all divine being enveloped in this tamastic body. My phone, it's an external object. My harmonium, my house, my car, an external object, and it's mine. And then on the same note, my head, my hand, my feet. Then who am I? I am a divine being. Time will not permit me to get into that. But I am a divine being. I am not this hand, I am not this head, I am not this feet. I always tell devotees, in our scripture says, we say this is mine. And still, if it hurts you, can you tell the pain to go away? If this is your head, you should have control over it. My phone, I can have control. I can turn it off. If someone rings me, I don't answer it. I can ignore it. If my head is hurting, my feet is hurting, my leg is hurting, can I tell the pain to stop? Can I prevent me from aging if it's my body? Why am I getting old? Can I stop it from aging? I want these questions
to play on your mind when you think this is yours. No, we are a divine being having a human experience. And those Sita Mata will have displayed this to us. We are all divine. But when we come into contact with this Bhagwan and God, then our true potential is realized. Where is the fire? The fire is right in this piece of wood. It's a combustible material. But when the temperature and the air is right, you will see fire there. In California, there's fire happening just like that in the forest. When the material meets a certain temperature and the wind blows and the sun of the heat scorches, fire starts like that. Fire is there. Without fire, we cannot live. That's one of the elements of the body. Likewise, fire is dormant in that material. We all, this divinity within us is dormant. We need to energize it. Satsang does that. Hanumanji is reminded by Jamwan of how great he is. Let us remind ourselves, my friends. Tomorrow is going to be Saturday, and tomorrow we have the opportunity to offer prayers to Hanumanji once more with chanting of Hanuman Chalisa. Tomorrow, your host and very own Panditji will lead us into puja to Bhagwan Hanumanji and Shani. He's going to lead us in Hanumanji Chalisa chanting. And yes, also tomorrow, we're going to do special adoration to the peepal tree. The peepal tree is very auspicious for puja. It is with a few other trees only that gives off oxygen 24 hours a day. This is how great Sanatana Dharma is. And this peepal tree, my friends, is one of the three recommended to perform puja to. Because why? Mula Vishnu Stito Nityam Skande Keshava Cha Narayana Sashakastu Patreshu Bhagavan Hare. It is in this mool mean root, the root of this tree, the people, that Vishnu Bhagwan, Keshava Krishna resides in the trunk, Narayan resides in the branch. As I explained to Ramayana is this tree. And for the fruit of the tree resides the God. This tree is an embodiment of Vishnu. So come tomorrow, your peepal tree will be here. We will do puja. It is one of the three that is recommended, especially when you have Shani dosh. When you have Shani, especially Sadesati. By doing puja to this peepal tree, it helps to relieve you of the dosha of Shani and protects you, because it is one of these auspicious trees. The Tulsi plant, it says, gives off 20 to 22 hours per day oxygen. That's why these trees are sacred in Sanatana Dharma. Not only the peepal tree, the banyan tree also give off oxygen 24 hours. Not all tree does. So tomorrow, we'll be having an opportunity. We'll do Hanumanji Puja in the morning. We'll have Hanumanji Chalisa being chanted. We'll have worshipping of Shani Dev. Tomorrow is Shanivar, it's Saturday. We'll do puja to Shani Bhagwan and we'll engage in the worship of Hanumanji. My loving devotees, tonight as we conclude, join with me in just one verse of this bhajan. He Dukha Bhanjana Maruti Nandana Sun lo sun lo sun lo सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार. Together with one voice. हे दुख
भंजन मारुति नंदन, हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन,
सुन लो
को तुम भाग्य विधाता
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता दुखियों की तुम भाग्य विधाता
सिया राम जी के काज सवारे सिया राम
काज सवारे
मेरा कर उदार पवन सुख विनती बारंबार
पवन सुख विनती बारंबार
हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुख विनती बारंबार पवन सुख विनती बारंबार पवन सुख विनती बारंबार To Anil, to your Dharmapatni, to your lovely children, thank you for allowing us an opportunity to be in satsang. To Pandit Jageshwar, I pray may you grow from strength to strength. I pray may you continue to make our community, our country, our world a better place. You are doing an awesome job. You are doing a job that is truly self-seva, truly self-sacrifice. I pray not only you, but along with your hard-working Dharmapatni, your two children, Nani, without their support, you cannot do what you are doing. And I pray may they continue. They are just one part of this puzzle. To the Kirtan group, to you the devotee of this temple, there is no temple without you. Who will the priest speak to? Who will he perform puja to? Who will he engage? You are one of the gems of this temple. And so to all of you, this combination coming together, making this possible, thank you very much for allowing me to be here and allowing me to deliver to you little nuggets from Ramchrit Manas. It is only my hope and fervent hope you realize this divinity within you and allow this divinity to spark, to grow, to germinate, to blossom, and allow yourself to become the recipient of your thought, which becomes your fruit in life. प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की जय प्रेम से बोलो सीतारामचंद्र भगवान की
जय प्रेम तो व्यास भगवान की जय सत्य सनातन वेद कर्म की जय Our most revered Vyasji and our Shrota once again, thank you so much, my dear brother, for that eloquent recitation of Sundar Kand of Hanumanji. I know for sure that we were able to be inspired and take something away. Thank you so much for your love, your support, and your presence with us in satsang. Like as I said, satsang is always a transformation mechanism, and I hope tonight we have made a little point closer to our Bhagavan. As you would have mentioned, please join us tomorrow morning at 9:30 as we commence evening, 9:30 in the morning as we commence our recitation of Hanuman Chalisa 108 or Hanuman Puja Abhishekam, Shani Abhishekam. Please join us tomorrow morning as we continue to revel for a few hours and continue to remove the obstacles and the doshas. No one escaped the wrath of Shanidev. Not even Shiva, not even Ram, not even the Pandavas. They were all affected. They were all affected with Shani Bhagavan. That is why the Bhagavan Shri Ram had to go to Ban, the Pandavas and so forth. And all of us, if I may say, maybe twice in our life, Shani Deva affect us. Shani Bhagavan, Saturn, very, very auspicious when you worship Hanuman. One of the remedy for Shani is listening to Sundar Kand. Listen to Hanuman Chalisa. Worship Hanumanji on a Saturday, light that diya. It helps in so many ways. My dear Bhaktajano, let us put our hands together for my dear brother for doing such an amazing job. Not too often. I can't remember when last I sit and listen to him, but not too often. I'm so thankful, and from all of us at this mandir, thank you so much for sharing your time with your wonderful family with us. And my dear devotees, to our wonderful sponsors again, thank you so much. Please join us in the morning. Let us kindly stand for Arati. Remember, our shrotas will come to the murtis. Please come behind the barrier, wave your light as we prepare an ushering as they'll see you in the morning. Yanika niksha papani janamantar kritanisya tani tani vinakshante prarakshanai pade pade.
आरती कीजिए हनुमान लला की हो, आरती कीजिए हनुमान लला की हो, दुष्ट दमन रघुनाथ प्रिया की राम, आरती कीजिए हनुमान, आरती कीजिए हनुमान।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
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 सीताराम जय सीताराम भजु प्यारे तू सीताराम
सीताराम जय सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम पतित पावन सीताराम
पतित पावन
सीताराम
Please join with me as we conclude. Tvameva mata pita tvameva tvameva bandhusya sakha tvameva tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva tvameva sarvam
मम देव देवा
रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय
पतये नमः
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम. Let's bow. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaram Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guru Namah. Avaham na janami visarjanam पूजा विधि न जानामि क्षमा करो जगदीशहरम. हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम. प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की, सीतारामचंद्र भगवान की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम. Please receive your Arati, Charanamrita Prasadam and Bhojan. Thank you.